Hello everyone, welcome to another 1v1 today on the map Lost Temple, one of my favorite maps from Phase 2. We have BrokenRhythm playing as the blue Protoss in the 1 o'clock position, and Trump playing as the red Terran in the 7 o'clock position. And as you can see, I've memorized my o'clock positions a little bit better now, so I will be stalling less in my commentaries. But regardless, BrokenRhythm, a really good friend of mine actually, playing as the blue Protoss yet again. Protoss is his favorite race. Both players are in the Diamond League and very high level in the Diamond, and at a very high level in the Diamond League. Sorry for my poor grammar. I think they were both 500 or 600 ELO right before Phase 2 ended. And that, if you look at StarcraftRankings.com, that is about, I think, 50th to 100th best 1v1 players in the whole United States during Phase 2. Regardless, though, both players playing fairly standard. Broker and them going to be sending out a early scouting probe to the lateral position. This position, sorry, is always a good place to start with, as since it's random spawn anyway. Might as well check the closest spawn. Uh, let's see here. Trump here doing building a barracks in the corner of his base. I'm not sure why he's doing this. This is gonna be fairly interesting. I think his goal is to actually prevent Broken Rhythm from spotting this. So Broken Rhythm gonna be moving right now. I think at this point he should know his timings fairly well against Terran, and I think he is going to be a little bit suspicious and not seeing any early gas or any early barracks. So he's in there going to be doing a little bit of SCV harassment. We have Trump repairing the SCV a little bit first and then attacking. That's always a good idea because it's always really bad just to lose the initial SCV. Vulcanism continued to be a huge douchebag doing that SCV harassment. As you can see, he actually rallied back over to the side and then attacked the SCV. So do a little bit of rallying micro, and looks like Broken Rhythm might be able to take down. Nope. Trump does a really good clutch repair, and I think repairing does have more health per second than damaging. So good idea on that. Trump hiding his barracks some more. Actually, still not seeing a barracks. I think he's trying to trick Broken Rhythm into thinking that there will be a cheese, but it does not look like Broken Rhythm is going to fall for it. He did see that there is no gas, so he's not going to be expecting Reapers anytime soon. And I think he is walling off. Nope, he's playing fairly center right now, getting his gateway and his cybernetics score at about the same time. Oh my god, Trump right here doing the really ballsy fast expand. Now, I've seen a lot of players, or I've actually heard of a lot of players, namely Joe Seki. He's talked about a fast expand into, or a two marauder push into fast expand. And this is really not it, because this fast expand is extremely early without barely any protection. I think the whole point of building the barracks in the corner was to convince Broken Rhythm into actually playing a little bit defensive at first. Gonna be going for or gonna be try to at least convince him that he's gonna try to cheese him somehow, and this is gonna allow Trump enough time to actually sneak in a fast expansion. Now, I'm not sure if building the command center there was the best decision or building it here, TLO style would have been a better position, because getting that command center out this early isn't really gonna you're not really gonna benefit too much from the new mineral patches, as the ones in your base haven't been saturated yet. I'm looking at this right now, 5 minutes into Starcraft time, Trump still has no guys on gas, so he's just going to be defending purely with Marines and bunkers. Broker in them right now, pushing in with two Zealots. Those two Zealots are going to be able to clean up Marines, no problem. Marines are god-awful against Zealots, and Broken Rhythm is actually building a Stargate against his base, continuing to pump more Zealots. I think Trump is forced to pull off SCVs, doing a great little bit of Zealot micro, going to be saving up as many Zealots as he can, and Trump will be able to push this back, but at what cost? He has lost, I think, 3 or 4 SCVs. Broken Rhythm only losing 3 Zealots, but right now, looking at the resources lost, actually, both players are fairly even. Trump is a little bit behind, but we do see that Trump is getting an orbital command at his expo, and once that orbital command kicks in, his mineral income will skyrocket. Right now, 6 minutes in, still not getting any gas, so he is going pure Marine this game. Now, I have seen pure Marine from the player Braddock, and this is in one of day 9 dailies. Wow, I'm talking like a downy right now. But anyway, pure Marine build. Mass Marines are really good once you get that sweet number where Zealots are not effective against Marines anymore, just because the Marine has one of the highest damage to cost ratio of its units, I guess, out of the majority of the units in the game. Two Marines actually out damage a Marauder against Armored, which is very, very impressive. The only backside of Marines, or downside of Marines, I should say, is that they are fairly weak and they are very, very susceptible to anti-light and especially splash damage. But looks like BrokenRhythm right now going to be charging up at his command center and going to be moving into Trump's base. Still have not killed any SCVs yet. I would like to see BrokenRhythm do some of that phasing micros. That would prove to be very useful, especially against these three extremely weak SCVs right now. Trump still going off of pure Marines. I think that is 5 racks, all in 5 racks Marine. Or I don't know if this is definitely not all in. My mistake. I should not be saying all in, but yeah, this is 5 racks Marine. He does have the expansion up, and he right now BrokenRhythm is a little bit ahead in units lost right now. Looking at the armies, let's go to the armies. Look at the armies right now. BrokenRhythm is ahead in Zealots and Void Rays, but this is actually a little bit of misleading. Zealots, though, that number of Zealots that small number of Zealots, I should say, will not do fairly well against these Marines. BrokenRhythm doing a little bit of Void Ray, Michael. That Void Ray is only gonna do 5 damage at a time, but still being extremely annoying. Gonna be trying to at least to take Trump's attention off of macroing as hard as he can. Because doing that will actually force wow, I'm talking like a downy today. It is 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, as long as you can keep distracting your opponent, even if it doesn't actually kill anything, it does take their focus off of what they are currently doing. So very good idea to actually harass constantly with your attacking units, so long as you don't lose them and so long as your focus is not being distracted more than his focus. Right now, looks like Trump is going to be going I think Mass Marine with Ghost, so fairly similar to Braddock's build, where he goes Mass Marine and Ghost. I do not see a factory yet for the medevacs, so this is going to be fairly interesting if he does go Mass Marine and Ghost. That is going to be extremely susceptible to Psystorm, however, and looking at BrokenRhythm's base right now, he is going Zealot, High Templar, so that is the perfect combination to at least do a little bit of Psystorm charge lot damage and see if he does have these charge. Yep, he does have charge research. He is chrono boosting Psystorm and Kadarian Amulet, which does allow High Templars to cast Psystorm once they're instantly warped in. Once they are warped in, BrokenRhythm still doing a little bit of annoying Void Ray micro. Sorry, Marines are just not effective if Void Rays are going to be hit and running against their entire base. You really do need Vikings to deal with it. Marines are really good if Void Rays do not move, however. It looks like Trump salvaging those 2 bunkers, going to be moving out with a extremely large, oh my god, that's a huge Marine army right now. Looking at units right now, we have 41 Marines, 2 Marauders, and 1 Ghost against BrokenRhythm's 10 Zealots, 1 Void Ray, and 1 High Templar. And looking at his army right now, he has more than double the amount of units BrokenRhythm has. BrokenRhythm doesn't even have, or he just got his Nexus up. So he's moving out with a huge mass of Marines. That Marines will do absolute work if they are microed correctly. And looking at, look at how devastating that that Marine can do to those Zealots. But an amazing storm goes off, almost hits every single one of those Marines. That one storm had 14 kills right after BrokenRhythm actually stormed right after that. Wow. BrokenRhythm stormed right after that stim went off, so that Psystorm was able to do amazing damage. I'm not going to say terrible. Obviously, that's Husky's trademark. I think I need to come up with another term that people use. Maybe you guys could suggest one for me. But anyway, that Storm doing amazing, maybe ridiculous damage to those Marines. That Archon, however, is going to do amazing damage as well to those Marines. BrokenRhythm right now moving out to his Zelnaga tower. He does have charge lots in front of tank, and 2 Zealots getting caught out of position, but he does have Zealots moving in. Archons right now, every one of those fancy looking attacks is basically shooting a Baneling out at those Marines and does 35 damage to those Marines, so even more than a Baneling. And this Archon is doing absolute work after those 2 Psystorms were used. Another Archon is being formed, and that Archon getting caught a little bit out of position. I don't think BrokenRhythm, he might actually try to rescue it. That Archon doing 1 attack, another attack, and it does go down fairly quickly. But this single Archon is going to be such a difficult, troublesome unit to deal with, especially for mass infantry, because they are all biological. They basically shoot out Banelings, like I've said, 35 damage to biological. BrokenRhythm mass warp gating, as it looks like. Yep, making a little L with his warp gates, so mass warp gating is going to make it very easy to contain and reinforce his army. And looks like that Ghost getting caught out of position, doing a good EMP before before he died, but it's still too little, too late, and I think he feedbacked 2 more ghosts. I wasn't sure. I did not see much ghosts in the cluster, but I believe he did feedback those ghosts. And these delts making a wall with that Archon in the back, doing amazing damage once again to Trump's mineral line. And it does not look like Trump will be able to deal with this. He has 1 single Marine left, trying to hold out 6 warp gates of warping and zealots. His economy, or his naturals SCV is getting completely destroyed, and Trump giving BrokenRhythm the GG. So a quick little 1v1 game. Very interesting to see Trump's early gameplay, and I think he would have been extremely successful had BrokenRhythm not had that single High Templar in the field, because I think if Trump pushed out a little bit earlier, that would have been GG for BrokenRhythm. But very good Archon and High Templar use, and keep in mind, guys, that once you make Archons out of High Templars, they are still extremely good against Bile Balls and Zerglings, I guess. So yeah, my name is Alisa with the 80s, and I'll see you guys later.